The time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Chicago Bears.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 7. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here we go. Go. Extend.
Moore, the man in motion.
Right.
On 1st and 10. And it's a fumble. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here's Fields.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. You look at this Bears defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bears at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Shifts by him at the 25. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Fields going to change things up here. Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Herbert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
On second down, here's Fields. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Number 2, DJ Moore. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Hey, going out right here. Right.
They'll run with Herbert. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears had 6 to their lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and he's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. 17-0 our score after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it as we resume action. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll set up a throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go, son. Alpha, 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 alpha. Tonight.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey, Ken. All right.
Off play action. Fields rolling to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Press. Butt right. Right.
Herbert once more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first.
He's got a man, complete. 33 yards that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Let's go now.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, Scott.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now Fields.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Don't jump. Ready?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
That's 35. Mayday, 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 mayday.
Herbert powering up the middle.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On second down, a run with Herbert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You got a mini basic. Hey, can.
3rd and long. It's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
There's Robinson showing the flash. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
3rd and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Up the middle with Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Shedding through the defense. Still going. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Rolling to his right. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
All right.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Chip clear. Hey, 551. Punch right.
A handoff for Herbert. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
All right.
To throw is Fields.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
A first down carry for Barkley.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Barkley inside handoff. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And now here's another interception.
Tyrique Stevenson picks it off. And they will score a pick six for the Bears touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 5. This is caught by Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Giants.
Let's go.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw again. He finds Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Robinson's got it.
And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rep.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go now.
And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position, and